afraid to enjoy yourself, relax, kick your feet up, kick your feet up. Dog, I saw something and I'm trying to grab it. I'm trying to figure out where I had done saw it at. Well, that can't be real, but I don't know. Damn it, it might have been on my over on my IG. It may have been on my IG. Hold on. Let me click over here real quick. Let's see if they send out notifications. I doubt it. It's Friday. It's Friday. They treating the player like a player. Been treated bad out here in these streets. I just don't understand. Just don't understand. I think they want me to quit. I think they want me to quit out here, but I don't think that I can give them that type of satisfaction out here. Now where's my doggone things? I'm trying to find this little post that I saw earlier. It was something real interesting. Now I can't find it. I have no idea. But how y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the Night Night Nightly News Show. Oh boy. Player tired. Player tired. Player tired. It's been a long week out here, and I am just tired. Nah, I was gonna play that right there, but I'm not gonna play that part right there. It was something about we can't live no more. I got it. Bam. That's where it was at. That's where it was at. Atlanta's in the building. What it do? What it do? You say, Willie, keep on pushing. I'm sure enough just gonna try to. Sure enough, just gonna try to. You say there is no in the U.S. Maybe I could just stop it right there to go ahead and put it up. There is no in the yada. I'm trying to find this post. I meant to have read this post earlier, but I ran out of time, and that's why I couldn't read it. I couldn't do it. I'm trying to go to the billionaire. It's to the billionaire site. I think that's a billionaire site. Yeah. Oh, Black millionaire site. That's what I'm trying to go to. Hold up. I spell minimum. Minimum. Got it. Now it should just pop up. So it just ain't gonna pop up. But it's on Threads. It's on Facebook. It's on a lot of these other places. Well, let me just. I guess I can go to Threads. I don't know. It's a little interesting title, but I can't find it in mainstream. Let me just go on and say it for you good people. Hell, it is on my Instagram. Isn't it on my Instagram? Yes, it is on my Instagram. You say there is, and I want to see if y'all agree with this right here. I want to see if you good people agree. They say that there's no state in the union. Damn it, what is all this shit, dog? I just be having a time out here. Well, I want to ask the question and don't have the doggone post up, so I'm gonna get the post up. Let me slow myself down, and I'm gonna get it up. Gonna get it up. Tennessee is up in the building. What's happening? OKC, Oklahoma is in the house. Y'all keep on coming on in. Keep on coming on in. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The STD Friday, y'all go on to smash whoever you want to smash. It's not about you and your significant other. It's about whoever you had met out there at the store, at the gas station, at Dollar General, at Family Dollar, in traffic court, in the driver's license line, anywhere. You felt the need to point that person out in your brain and say, you know what? They can get it today. Today, we do not protect ourselves on this wonderful STD Friday. We do not do that. That is a felony. Keep your contraceptives to yourself. Keep them all to yourself out here in these streets. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say happy STD Friday. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Shout out to Saucy Drippings for the $7 cash app. Say 2 and 5. Oh wait. A $2 and a $5 challenge say love you. Pastor say keep macking, love you back. I appreciate that right there for real though. The 209 Cali's up in the building. What it do? Let me go and put this on the screen for you good people really quick. Cause I saw it. And I was like, do they have a point? There is no state in the U.S. where a 40 hour minimum wage work week is enough to afford a 2-bedroom apartment, according to new research. Okay, so they did put the source. Statistia um at a .com out here in the street. Got it. Bam. Okay. You say if anyone agreed to not pay rent for 1 month, what could the housing authorities do? They need us for more than far more than we need them. Got it. He said everyone I know has one job and 3 hustles. Got to be more careful. He say and it should be illegal for apartments to ask for 3 times the rent to qualify. Now that person got a point right there. I have been saying that right there since they came out with that. You got to make, so if rent is $1,000, I need to make 3,000. Wait, I almost went against what I just had to say. Rent is 1,000. I should make 3,000. That ain't that bad though. I don't wait. If rent 1,500, then you should be making what, 45 or something like that. 15 to 15. Yeah. Should be making 45. If rent 500, you should be making 1,500. I don't think that's bad though. Now that I just thought about it, y'all. Now that I just thought about it, if rent is 1,000, you need to be making 3 times as much. So that's $3,000. I don't see the problem. But anyway, say not even to afford a 1-bedroom. Yeah. Shit is real expensive. Well, that is absolutely correct because the minimum wages, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the minimum wages in Florida is still like $7 and some change. What is the minimum wage in Florida? Oh, so we finally went up. Wait, hold on. Slow me down, pimp. In Florida, the minimum wage is $14 per hour as of September the 30th, 2025. So it has not hit 14 just yet. So it is now at 13. This is a part of a phase increase approved by the voters in 2020, culminating in a $15 per hour minimum wage by September the 30th, 2026. They may have a point. That you cannot afford. Yeah. A 2-bedroom is gonna run you in pretty much every state at least over $1,500, right? It's gonna do you at least over $1,500. You say minimum wage in Kentucky is $7.35 an hour. Got to be more careful. You say, what are you going to get for $500? Nothing. Do y'all know that you can't even get a room for $500? I was out and about. I was strolling, and I saw a hotel. They want $350 a week. I said, damn, $350 times 4. You ain't gonna make it. $350 times 4, $1,400. Wow. And that's apartment. That's hotel living. You say a 2-bedroom in Oakland is $200. I know you meant 2,000. You say a 1-bedroom in Dallas it starts at $1,200. Yeah. And listen. We might say, oh, $1,200 ain't bad, but think about the neighborhood. It's $1,200 in a certain neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the minimum wage need to be raised everywhere. And it shouldn't have to take, especially like with us in Florida. They say that we had them voted in 2020. And by the time 2026 come, we should be at $16 an hour. So 6 years, so they went up $1 a year. I don't even think they went up $1 a year because before we voted that in, it had to be $7 or something. Hold on. What was the minimum wage in Florida in 2020? The minimum wage in Florida was $8.56 in Florida. So they barely going up $1 a year. That is horrible. That is horrible. We got to do better. We got to do better. He said you got to work a 9 to 5, sell crack, both of them. Both of them. Work at the circus part time, work at Hooters, and Chuck E. Cheese part time just to afford rent in New York. Nah, shit. You might as well just die in New York. You was working for nothing in New York. Literally, y'all just be working to go to sleep. That is crazy. He said, I just started selling dope. It's going good. Support my black business. That's what's up. When the F is enough, America ain't doing right. Well, now I can say this right here. I can say this part right here about this little thing right here. And listen, y'all, let's go down and get the lights up, man. It's 15 after the hour. I done started talking early. If you're new around here, subscribe. We also is live. On Rumble, rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. Twitch.com, The Willie Williams Show. What is this other thing? Twitter. We also live on Twitter. Let me pull that there because I did not have it up. I'm slacking. We also live on Twitter around here in these streets, man. I do need the support around here. I don't listen. Y'all come to have a good time. I come to give a good time. I need some more shares. I need some more likes. Shares and likes. He said we moved from Los Angeles to Louisiana. Similar square foot. The whole damn thing just dropped. Similar square footage. $700 difference. Damn. Yeah, because California is expensive for no damn reason. It is expensive for no damn reason. And that's crazy. But remember, we got all this money to get to other countries. We got all this money, and they tell us, no, well, we cannot raise the minimum wage up really fast because it messes with the economy. But we got all this money to give to other people, right? That makes sense. He said, at this point, half of the country needs to leave the U.S. just to afford to live. He said, it's a shame how people in a lot of major cities have to rent rooms or live in cars and RVs just to survive. Meanwhile, in other countries, you can get a luxury apartment for $500 a month. I came across a YouTube video where a black woman is paying $98 a month for an apartment in Egypt. And her friend is paying around $150 for his apartment. Sweet. It's sweet over there. We just ain't going around there. Not us. And damn it, the majority is not leaving the community. For real. They say, Willie, you won $1 million. Willie done stood up. What? God, dog, listen, boy, I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all, let's get these likes up. Let's get these shares up. Man. They say, I've been watching those Aegis apartments. Yep, $100. Got to be more careful. You say you were born and raised in California. Shit that's too expensive. It's stupid. You say that the minimum wage in Georgia is $5.15. Got to be more. You lying to me. You is lying to me. Say it ain't so. Jeez. The last time I made $5.15 was in 19. Damn, it was last century. Last century I made $5.15. Damn, man. I was throwing garbage. for $5.15. Got to be more careful. Anyway, y'all, let's go on and get into some news. And maybe this will excite you good people to go ahead on and hit the thumbs up and the share button. I keep refreshing. And it's, I said the pat on the back. Y'all just hit 100 at 18 past the hour. Appreciate it. Better now than later, or better now than never. It's something like that right there. Shout out to GG for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. He said black people make less. What I want to say about that right there before I go ahead on and move on. All right, the minimum wage is horrible. Rent is high. This just keeps telling me something. It keeps telling me something. And the thing that it has been telling me, we need to team up. Everybody want to live by themselves. We need to team up. You You say housing is cheap in Michigan. Yeah. Yep. Michigan, Detroit. Is it cheap like in Idaho and in North and South Dakota and shit like that right there? We have to start teaming up. We have to stop creating children. If we team up, stop creating children, just right now where we at. If you already got the children, all right, cute. If you ain't got somebody, you better get with somebody. We already, a lot of people is concerned. A lot of people have concerns about the tariffs and how things is finna go up. Matter of fact, I do got a tariff situation that's real. I think is real important to you good people out here in these streets. Yep. I sure enough do. They saying that the tariff, which is the tax, in case y'all don't know, the tariff, which is the tax, will be increasing your everyday purchases. Like I done told y'all a while back, a lot of people pissed off about the tariffs. Trump messing it up and all that. And well, maybe sort of. But I said, hey, the tariffs may benefit us. Why would you say that, Willie? The tariffs will point out some shit that you don't need to buy. Tariffs may just have a player like me to be like, when I bought these glasses, tariffs may say, well, Willie, they not $3 for $5 no more. You know what I'm saying? like it may just be telling me, Willie, they not $3 for $5. Cause these my T moves. They're not $3 for $5. I think I bought it for $3 for $5. They is now $3 for $50. Let's just say that. If these were $3 for $50, guess what I wouldn't have done? Bought them. I'm telling us good people for a reason. I thought about it myself. I say, okay. Things is about to go up and black folks is cutting the food, especially out here on social media and the radio station. They is really focusing on the cost of everything now. Strange, because the last 4 years under Biden and KK, they really, well, I think in like the first 2 years, people really wasn't paying attention to the cost of shit. Until we could not send our children out to get apartments. And then, especially like black folks went to coming in like, oh my God, things is high. But guess what y'all want to do? Still keep them people in office with things being high. Now, things, they may go higher now. I just want to say that right there. But this should be a awakening. What did I just tell y'all? If these shit 1 3 5, player wouldn't have got these shit. Hell not. Why? Well, why? I don't even wear shades. That's why you see me sitting here wiping the dust off these damn glasses. Now, these are some nice glasses. See, because I don't go anywhere. I don't hang out and shit like that right now. I don't wear shades outside because I like to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be slipping. You know? But things like this would just have me like, no, pimp, for what? And keep my little $50. You know what I'm saying? I could donate to that right there to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So with a whole bunch of things that we accumulate and things that we just buy just because we got a few dollars. Maybe increasing the tariffs and now the prices getting increased. It will teach us, hey, I ain't need that shit anyway. Think about it. What do you really need? As of now, y'all all got your apartments, your houses, y'all all got your cars and stuff like that. Okay, we got to constantly buy food. We got that. Now dealing like with the food thing, watch this. One of my partners had done called me. We were chit-chatting, chopping it up and all that fly shit. He say, man, your goddamn president done got the damn eggs up to $50 a case and shit like that. I'm like, really? I wasn't even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because why? For one, I don't eat eggs like that. And for two of you telling me that the price of eggs is so goddamn high, guess what that tell me that maybe you need to stop doing? Buying eggs. Is eggs really good for us anyway? So I go back to some things that you may not have to buy. Buy the things that you just need to buy. Yes, those prices is finna go up, but at least you not buying shit that you really don't need, and you can still save you some money. Speaking of tariffs, it's finna hit two of the biggest companies that a lot of us rock with right now. Shout out to Miss Buck Good for the $4 cash app. Say, Pastor, this for SED Friday, sucking off everybody. That's what's up. Get it in. Don't be afraid.
Republicans debating President Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill now have his budget blueprint to guide them. And Democrats say the cuts go too deep.
If Republicans are successful in jamming down an extreme budget into signature into law, then they own that. It's on them.
The Wall Street Journal was first to report the Trump budget plan contains $557 billion in non-defense spending, a cut of $163 billion from last year. It increases money for defense, border security, and air safety, and makes cuts to education, environmental, and foreign aid programs.
It will be the biggest bill ever passed in the history of our Congress, our Senate, and Congress.
While overall spending shrinks 22%, the Pentagon budget gets a 13% boost.
We say we're going to make all these cuts, and then we turn right around and we give all the money to the war pimps at the Pentagon.
Employment
Call them the war pimps.
numbers out Friday show businesses added a healthy 177,000 jobs in April, leaving unemployment at 4.2%.
So unemployment for the month of April was 4.2%. So what do we have to compare that with? Hold on. What was the unemployment rate for the month of March? So the month of March, it was at 4.2. So it just stayed the same. All right, cool. Go ahead.
This is another great jobs report. Exactly what the market expected, better than expected.
The budget rollout comes on the same day a tariff loophole is closing that lets shipments under $800 come to the U.S. duty-free. Its expiration could jack up the price of Chinese super low-cost sites like Shein and Temu.
Hey! They finna get us, y'all. They finna get us. This may cause the prices of Temu and Shein.
Up the price of Chinese super low-cost sites like Shein and Temu.
Shein and Temu. These got to be the best goddamn. Well, listen. Like I just had them pointed out. Got 3 pairs of shades for $5. Hell, I probably got them for $150. Now that I'm thinking about it. But if they gonna increase, we just can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Save your money. Listen, we have no idea how high things is finna go. We have no idea. And I keep trying to tell y'all got stuff in y'all doggone house that y'all don't even use. What should you do with your stuff in your house that you don't even use? Sell it. We just pointed out that you cannot make rent in the 2-bedroom with the minimum wage. You need a side hustle. A whole bunch of people got side hustles, so it goes with what people have been saying. You should have more than one stream of income. I know that your job's sweet and you eating, you making your over 6 figures, you balling out here. Boy, when they cut your goddamn job from up under you, what you got? You better be trying to sell something. Speaking of selling something out here in these doggone street, y'all please remember to go around here to Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com. The Willie Williams Show, the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company out here in the goddamn street. Listen, we got multiple fragrances. Everything is Willie poured, nothing's third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. I done broke my doggone pen. We got multiple fragrances, and if you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, please go around there to pleasantcandles.com. I keep forgetting that I got a whole commercial. I'm gonna get it together. Don't even worry about that right there. Moving right along. I don't need much want to hold you or depress you out here. I just want to point something out that things finna change up for y'all. Well, for us, things are really finna change up for us. Save your paper. You may not want to go out this week. You can go out, but we gotta if we're going to go out, we got to stop spending so much money every weekend on new outfits. We got to start with the new outfits and start to switch the outfits out. You know what I'm saying? Wear what you wear. This is the first of the month weekend. People supposed to have that paper. You need to wear this weekend what you wore the first of the month last year. Last month. Stop going to buy something new, man. It's the same hoes. Ladies. Ooh, shit. I saw a rainbow. I was in North Orlando. I saw a rainbow. If y'all don't know, no. Not a rainbow in the sky. I'm talking about the stove. I saw a stove. Touched my heart. Because it reminded me, like back in the late 90s, early 2000s, if you had like a little la-la or a few little la-las, it was easy to sponsor them babies. Shit. With a quarter. You can take your quarter. $25. You can take your quarter, go on in there, buy a whole outfit with the shoes for $25. Trying to tell you something. Rainbow has helped me, has made me be a real true player in the community like I was. To show the babies that a player stunned. But they didn't know that I know how to size a baby. They didn't know that I know how to go ahead on and pick up them outfits. Buy you something and bring it on to you and act like it ain't nothing. I've been in the game a long time. Listen. Oh, baby, I buy you a little outfit and forget that we supposed to go out. Because I linked up with somebody else and had done forgot about you. But at least you got your little outfit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. I thought about you. Mm-hmm. I know your size and every doggone thing. I know them big feet and them little feet. Damn, I'm so smart. But anyway. Move right along. I ain't gonna even more. It jumped inside my mind, so I just let it jump on out. Bam, they say those rainbow stores are trash as fuck. Listen, they may be trash now. Back in my day. That's when they had the tennis skirts and the clogs. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. You say, Willie, did you see the video of the babies protest the twerking in Lululemon? Damn it, I got a Lululemon video. I sure enough do, because these people out here acting an ass. They acting a plumb fool. Sure enough here, but before we even make it around there, let's talk about, do I want to talk about the youngins? No, I want to talk about you players who is failing. Now, see, this ain't even about the females. So, ladies, you all might love this one right here. You all just might like this one right here and start to share my stuff and give me some more thumbs up, because y'all would appreciate me talking about the men right now. But I still just got to say, well, who raised them? We going to put that down, Patricia. But y'all players be amongst y'all selves in making decisions. And I do understand that players, we make some silly ass decisions. I get it. But y'all gonna make this type of decision at a young age. Y'all some real fools, and I hope that somebody remove you off earth just for not thinking. We have a 17-year-old girl who was sexually assaulted by several men. At gunpoint, though. Several men at gunpoint. I'm finna point out the biggest problem, and I know what you're thinking. Willie, point out the biggest problem. You just pointed out the biggest problem when you said that a 17-year-old girl was sexually assaulted. That's not the biggest problem. Watch this.
Tonight, police are looking for possible sexual assault victims and one more suspect after 4 men were arrested and accused of assaulting a 17-year-old girl. The alleged assault happened in a neighborhood near Clay Mathis and Edward Church Roads in Mesquite. Sydney Persing is following this investigation, and we want to warn you, some details are disturbing.
Mesquite police say this young girl was sexually assaulted by several men in one room, often at gunpoint and at times unconscious.
Several men, one room, sometimes unconscious. Don't know how she knew that she was getting it while unconscious, but she said it happened. Believe all women. Got it. How did a 17-year-old end up in the room with 4 men?
And tonight, officers say they believe there may be even more victims who just haven't come forward. In this case, police say the 17-year-old girl met one of the suspects at a beauty supply store in Balch Springs last Monday. According to the 4 suspects' arrest affidavits, she and that suspect exchanged Instagram handles and agreed to meet later to smoke and have sex.
Stop. 17-year-old met with somebody at the beauty store, at the store to where you look good, to where if you don't go to the store, then you don't look beautiful. Exchange Instagram, so exchange contacts. Agreed to blowing one, smoking one, and hunching. I just said that a 17-year-old met up with one person. One person. The reason that this story is so goddamn sad because she agreed to smoke and hunch. One person.
They met up in this Mesquite neighborhood, according to the victim, and in this home. She told investigators when she arrived she was held at gunpoint 3 different times as she was repeatedly assaulted, forced to have sex with 2 people, and perform oral sex on 5. The affidavits detail how at one point one of the suspects, quote, pressed the gun into her head and told her that he was in charge. The 17-year-old told investigators she was given alcohol and marijuana to the point where she started to vomit, and that at one point a man had sex with her as she was unconscious. Again, 4 men were arrested for this assault. Their names are Cortez Bickham, Eric King, Charles Turner, and Lerone Fisher. They range in age from 19 to 34, and police confirmed tonight they are still looking for a 5th suspect involved. According to police, that victim was taken to Children's Hospital afterward, where she was examined and interviewed by detectives. Reporting here in Dallas tonight, I'm Sydney Persing. Back to you.
Police say they have discovered multiple reports of sex offenses at that same house. Tonight, they're asking anyone with information about additional assaults to please contact Mesquite.
I want to say this, and I just want to say this. They need to be removed off earth. The reason that I said this, and the reason that it just bothered me so much with this one right here, she met up at the beauty store, and the player was able to spit a little game. Talk a little bit, link up. Hey, shouter, let me go on and get your gram, man. Hey, I'm smoking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You want to hunch a little bit? Baby say, yeah. I come through, smoke with you, and hunch. I want to do the same thing that you want to do. This fool allowed his partners to damage a young baby. Boy, you don't use your mouthpiece to get her. She ain't fight you on it. She was willing and she was willing and able. You turned this shit into a felony. She was gonna give you some more. All of them need to be removed off earth. I ain't got no sympathy and empathy for them fools. And y'all be out here crying, acting like these babies ain't trying to hunch. These babies want to hunch just as much as y'all be want to hunch. She gave you the opportunity. You destroyed the opportunity trying to share some shit. And then y'all want to give a bitch too much liquor. And then y'all want a 100 bitch who was throwing up, who was drunk on too much liquor. I can guarantee you that they all went raw. I can, hell, you already got a felony. I can guarantee y'all that y'all put meat after meat after meat and all y'all went raw. And I bet it wasn't on no Friday. Y'all all need to be ashamed of y'allself. I have no idea why we don't have any pictures of nan one of them dudes. Where is the pictures? We need to see who the hell these folk is out here in these streets. We really, really do. She said, I smoke with you and we gonna hunt. Do y'all think, listen, just from a player's point of view. Hell, every brother I've hollered at out here in the goddamn street, it's just for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no way in the hell I would've, put a little game down and had a little something coming on around, All my partners gonna smash. Hell no! Unless she want to smash all my partners. Like, if it's something like that, then all right. But if that's not the intention, if the intentions is me and me only, then that's what's finna happen. And because I don't like to go to jail. It ain't no monkey in jail. I don't like to go to jail. Do you even understand that if I would have had a chick come to my crib and now my partner's trying to take some monkey, I'm going to prevent you taking some monkey because I don't like to go to jail? I don't think that is like a real manly type thing to be taking monkey. Like, I really, really don't. It just, don't agree with it. You can do what you do. I'm just like, got to be able to use your mouthpiece, pimp. You got to be able to use your goddamn mouthpiece. And if you don't know how to use your mouthpiece, you got to go back and train it. But as far as taking some monkey, man, they getting it away. And if they're not getting it away, it's just $37.50. Making no sense. Hell, sometimes it's just a joint. Shout out to Sonic for being a member for 23 months. He say they pics are out there. Listen. A matter of fact, I am finna try to Google to see if they should have 4 pictures. 4 pictures of these fools or something like that. Okay. Nope. I Googled. They don't have no pictures on. No pictures. They should have no bun and somebody need to remove them off earth. For real though, dog. No, hell no. They getting it up and you gonna allow your partners to take it? Wow. Which now gives you a felony too? Wow. Deep. Real deep. Moving right along, we have a domestic love. In the great state of Florida, my state, stand your ground state, bitch, go home state. Please don't run up. We're in Fifth for our life state. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 4th. This is the 4th domestic love incident in Dade County, or in South Florida, which is Dade and Broward. But I do think that yeah. This one is in Dade County too. Yep. This is number 4, and I think in the past 2 weeks. I think it's the past 2 weeks. Somebody, please correct me. I gotta grab it. Dude. What? Got it. Bam. We have a husband. A husband who done killed himself and tried to kill his wife. He tried to kill his wife before he killed himself. Obviously, he didn't kill himself and then try to kill his wife. It don't never work out like that right there. But let me go on and put it up. Go on and put it on up here for you.
Also developing right now at noon, a domestic shooting turning deadly in Southwest Miami-Dade.
Deputies say a man shot his wife before turning the gun on himself. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is live at the scene.
And she has the very latest on this latest attempted murder-suicide. Hearing about these things, though, far too often, Hannah.
Far too often.
Christy, Janice, this is such a quiet neighborhood that some of the neighbors I spoke to this morning are completely shocked that there was a shooting between the husband and wife that live right here at this home.
A shooting that neighbors say they didn't hear, taking place inside of this corner house in Southwest Miami-Dade at the 1200 block of Southwest 376th Street. A detective with the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says last night after 10, deputies got here and found an adult man and a woman with gunshot wounds who were husband and wife. According to neighbors, this is the couple, her name Carla Toscano and her husband Javier Perez. The detective says a gun was found right...
Oh, they look all loving. And is this one of them Jesus pieces? This little one... Nope, this is a Reaper. I think this is a Grim Reaper piece right here.
Next to Javier, he died from a self-inflicted wound, but not before turning that gun and shooting his own wife, Carla. She was airlifted in critical condition from the Dade Correctional Facility. This morning, neighbors here in disbelief that the husband tried to kill her and then took his own life. Both of their cars, according to neighbors, still on the driveway.
Still in the driveway, so it looks like he has a trade. He has a trade. He got one of these vans and he got a ladder. So he may be a plumber. He could be an electrician. He could work construction. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mayor of Detroit for the $5 cash app. Say celebrating STD Friday and my 56th birthday on Sunday. Happy early birthday. Got to be more careful. Man. I hope you enjoy it. We gonna see you on Monday about it, though. Talk to us on Monday about it. Give us an update.
All of this as detectives from the homicide unit are looking into the circumstances surrounding this attempted murder-suicide.
And it's crazy that he is a failure because he failed to remove her from Earth before he removed himself from Earth. He was a double failure. I just don't get it.
Detectives also sharing this domestic incident is isolated, and we will continue to stay here and bring you the very latest.
Why don't y'all wait to see if your significant other has transitioned? Y'all don't never wait. Now, there's so many stories that I have done about the woman being injured or attempted to kill her or remove her from Earth, but the man dead out here in these streets. That means that y'all is just shooting and then shooting yourself real quick. Y'all playing too much. Y'all really playing too much, and damn it, I hope that the next time y'all bust your little la-la and she ain't dead and then you try to knock yourself off, that the gun jams. For real. Shout out to Sonic for the $2 super chat. He say, I promise the pics out there laugh out loud. He said 3 of them got dreads. I'm going to look it up again. I appreciate that right there. But look. Listen, this just looked like such a loving couple. I wonder what she had done did. And remember this right here. These types of simple situations just don't happen one time. Like a problem didn't just occur this one time and then this happened. No, it's something else behind this right here. And I would love for them to give us an update when they finally find out what the hell had done transpire. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Look at it. Look at all you good people in these domestic love relationships. I keep pointing them out to y'all. We love them, and we not gonna run away from it. Sure enough, damn it, we got an 8th grader. They done pulled a gun on an 8th grader, dog. What did the let's see what we got. Listen, if y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Man, y'all give a player a thumbs up and a share. Hit the share. Don't be afraid. We got to get these numbers up. I'm at 156 thumbs ups. I can remember when we used to get 700 thumbs ups. 600, 500. Remember them good old days? Shit done changed, dog. It done changed. Hell, the algorithm shift on a player. That's what it had done did. Go ahead on and get that on out the way. 156. Wow. We just had 196 people here, and it just flicked, and it dropped down to 186. I have no idea what the hell be going on. But anyway, maybe I'm just not that interesting. It's probably what it is. We're going to do an 8-year-old, and then we're going to talk about a 12-year-old. Play too damn much. It's a hell of a day, y'all. We have an 8th grader. An 8th grader who got robbed at gunpoint. Here we go.
Doing it right.
Thank you. I'm trying to. It's kind of hard, but at the end of the day, man, that's my son. And I have to, because ain't no one in this world gonna teach or love my son the way I do.
A Cleveland mother recently moved to get her children in a better school. Okay. Now the reality hits home. Crime happens everywhere. Her teenage son was held up at gunpoint. His mother is speaking with our Harry Boomer about the terrifying ordeal. He joins us live now with a story you'll see here on Just One Station. Harry.
That's right. Let me be clear. The incident did not happen on school grounds. The robbery took place about 75 feet away when the teen and his twin sister went over to that convenience store right over there to go in and buy some things.
You know, 2 dudes walk up to me. They was like, hey, let me get that up off you. I'm like, what? I don't got nothing. Then you ever talking about, let me get that ski off you.
A ski is a mask kids wear as fashion these days. The 8th grader at St. Jerome Elementary shocked to be robbed at gunpoint. At first, the 14-year-old tried to stand his ground. but suddenly one of the two teens got aggressive.
Dude grabbed the gun, put it to my chest, tried to hide it a little bit.
The 14-year-old, whom we are not showing or naming to protect his identity, did the right thing, the smart thing. He gave the robbers what they wanted, realizing you cannot beat a bullet. His mother, Mazaria Hart, says her son is emotionally scarred.
It seems like the violence is not getting any better. So it's traumatizing because I'm trying to raise my kids right. My son just got accepted into Lake Catholic High School. So it's like, I just want things to get better.
The 14-year-old with his twin sister on their way to a convenience store when the robbery happened yesterday afternoon. A surveillance camera at Lakeshore Food Mart caught some of the incident on camera. It's something the whole family may never get over.
It hurts me seeing my son like that. Like something you work hard and earn for, and someone takes it from you. It's disappointing.
As I said,
you say she one chicken wing away from a heart attack. You wrong for that.
Before, the good thing is he's alive.
Yes, sir.
He's still alive, and his dreams can come true.
Yes, sir.
Had the guy decided to pull that trigger, we'd be doing a much different story today.
Yes, sir.
She said, never stop at no food mart nowhere. Don't do it. She said that she had to move to a different community so her children can go to a better school, which is always like a smart thing for a parent. Like if your child is at like a bad school or a failing school or something, you need to move to a school that is thriving so your child can do better. Don't move to a neighborhood where you got that little quit mark. Crime don't happen everywhere. Stop that lie. Stop that lie. That's a lie. Crime don't happen everywhere. It don't.
The 14-year-old report.
If you have one of these in your community, relocate. I know a few communities that have like the same type setup. This ain't where you want to live. This is not where you want to live.
To the police. Now, what I'm about to say is
it's kind of like me. Like I don't want to live nowhere close to Amon the Luther King Jr. Street at all. Amon Luther King Drive. Amon Luther King nothing.
It's a bit controversial, but I want to thank the guy with the gun. Why? Because he didn't pull the trigger to take that young man's life.
That's what's up. He said, want to thank the guy with the gun that he didn't pull the trigger to knock off an 8th grader. That's a good one.
Maybe, just maybe, he's heard one too many mothers cry over their murdered children. Let's pray that's the situation, and this kind of violence stops altogether. At East 152nd and Lakeshore Boulevard.
It ain't gonna never stop. We can hope for the best. But with more gentrification, crime does go down. Yes, it do. You say check cashings and check cashing at the gas station. Listen, don't even stop for gas. I don't want to live in no community where you can cash your check at no damn gas station. Nope. For real, dog. Like, no, dog, I don't. And if those neighborhoods just so happen to not be black neighborhoods, then so be it. I have no problem not living in the black community. Nope. But will it crime happen everywhere? Nope, it don't. You can't fool me. You can't fool me in the stand in one of them community because crime happens everywhere. Y'all, now, a lot of times, this is why people trying to tell us that crime happen everywhere. So you can stay in the same damn community where the crime high at. So you can feel like there's nothing that you can do. Yeah. Speaking of an 8-year-old, we just getting started. We got a 12-year-old. We got a 12-year-old who had to mess around. Damn it, in Florida? Damn, this is in Orlando. A 12-year-old Florida boy has been arrested for doing what? Street racing. Street racing in what? A car.
Driving drama into land, a 12-year-old boy and some friends are accused of street racing with a 17-year-old in Volusia County.
So take a look at the moment that police put handcuffs on this 12-year-old.
Pull up here. Pull up here.
Max.
Everybody's license or ID card. Do you have a license?
No, I was testing.
Hop out. How old are you? 12.
I mean, you can hear the deputy's shock there as he's putting cuffs on a 12-year-old. They eventually called their mom for help. When she got there, well, you can guess she was less than pleased about this.
That car was on the side, this comes up next to it, and they start racing towards me. Like side by side.
He's here with
So because I cannot slap them.
She was pretty upset. The deputies did not impound the car, by the way, but they did give the kids citations.
Well, new details this morning. The 17-year-old.
Shout out to the officer who wanted to slap the children. Now, see, this is why fathers need to be in the household. Y'all got to ask the question, where the hell they get this car from? I think that's the mama car. Well, obviously it's the mama car because the mama is happy that the car was not impounded. He took the mama car to street race with some buddies. Goddamn shit. Where's his daddy at? Where's his old boy? She old single mom out here too, huh? Got to be more careful. Yeah. Daddies in programs. I'm gonna have to write that down. Daddies in programs. I like that right there. Because that's all that we missing. Daddies in programs. Got to be more careful. Something's really, really wrong with us out here in these streets. But you was once a child too. Things like this happen. That's what's up. Let's talk about children since you want to talk about kids. We have too many, and I would say, like we all know, children's best left with their mamas, right? We ain't arguing it. We never gonna argue. I often say that I appreciate when women speak up, because when women speak up, it seems like things will change if more women speak up about situations that's plaguing women. Or that's plaguing children. Or maybe I'm not using the right word. But we have a woman who had done saw a problem dealing with a child, and she didn't hesitate. She didn't hesitate to contact CPS. She did not hesitate to contact CPS when she saw a toddler with bruises. She didn't wait. Now we have a mom and a boyfriend who was accused of killing a Flint toddler 2 days after CPS sent the child home. So if CPS sent the child home, the child had to not be in the home to get sent back to the home. CPS send the child back to the home with proof that the child has been abused. You don't believe me? Watch this one.
Reveal yet another heartbreaking tragedy that's raising serious questions over how Children's Protective Services is doing its job.
The latest case comes after a Detroit woman sounded the alarm to CPS after her nephew began showing signs of abuse. So how did the 2-year-old end up back in harm's way only weeks later?
Here's 7 investigator Ross Jones.
Standing up to believe that I did the right thing is causing me to be uncomfortable with my own family.
Y'all understood what she just had them say? Because she had them spoke up, now the family upset. The family mad at her. The family's mad at her for speaking up about her niece, about her nephew that has been abused.
But he had no voice. And who will speak for him if I don't?
The deck was stacked against Cassius Lofton from the day he was born. The Flint toddler, known as Cass, was diagnosed with Down syndrome and was developmentally delayed. At almost 3 years old, he was just learning how to walk.
Hey, come on. There you go.
And he could not speak.
Full of energy, ball of joy, but he got mad. He'd let you know because he was nonverbal. So he would cry or scream or whatnot.
So when bruises started to appear all over Cass's body last year, family members feared the worst, and he couldn't tell them where they came from.
I received pictures of him with belt buckle marks on one side and a long scar down the other side. He had 2 black eyes and bruises all over his back.
Brenda Wellens Watson is Cass's aunt and lives here in Detroit. After seeing the photos of her nephew's injuries, she did not wait to do something about them. She shared them with Children's Protective Services.
He is nonverbal. He cannot even say ouch. It did not take a lot of soul searching. All it took was for me to see a 2-year-old with black eyes and bruises all over him.
Brenda contacted CPS on July 20th, sending photos like this one telling the caseworker 2 black eyes. Flint police investigated 2, confirming Cass's injuries. CPS would take Cass away from his mother.
I'm just looking. I'm like, what's wrong with his face?
Patricia Carradine is Cass's godmother. That's who he stayed with after CPS intervened. Patricia and other family members say they asked Cass's mom, De'Ara Wellens, where he got all those injuries, and say they received different answers.
It was his white blood cells. He had an allergic reaction.
That baby, hell no, I ain't never heard that type of explanation. That baby said that good mama said, they asked, well, where all the bruises shit coming from? She said, it's his white blood cells. What? When I tell you, boy, that baby thought outside the box. I ain't never heard no fly shit like that right now. But go ahead, sister.
He had an allergic reaction.
I kind of got the story that roughhousing, this, that, and other. Bump here, 2 black eyes.
And did you make anything of the fact that she was telling 2 different reasons?
Oh, I knew she was lying. I knew she was lying.
Cass would stay with his godmother Patricia
To believe all women.
for the next month until...
Oh, wait. So the baby stayed with the godmama for the next month.
I knew she was lying.
Cass would stay with his godmother Patricia for the next month until a day in August when she received a phone call from a CPS caseworker telling her it was time to return Cass to his mom.
Wow. She sent me a text message. It was something about the case. They wanted to close it or dismiss it or whatever. We also need Cass to return home by 2 p.m.
It is not clear what steps CPS took to determine that it was safe for Cass to return to his mom. Within minutes of learning he would be returned, his aunt began calling and texting the same caseworker she'd alerted to Cass's injuries in the first place.
I was battling with them not to return him. I had sent them text messages back and forth and photographs, and I had even gone so far as to reach out to Lansing to keep him from being returned.
Text messages we reviewed show that Brenda...
If I'm not mistaken, Lansing is like a shelter thing or a place that help women out or something like that.
Text messages we reviewed show that Brenda raised concern that Cass might be beaten inside the home. But the caseworker responded she could no longer talk to Brenda about the case. So she started sending emails to anyone she could at the State Department overseeing CPS.
And it came back saying that someone would get back with me within 48 hours. And by the time she called me back, I told her I didn't need her help anymore because Cassius was dead.
Dang. She reached out to the people down there at the building. We'll holler back at you. Give us about 48 hours because you know we're kind of busy. Contacted them. How may I help you? I don't need you now, dog. Kinfolk dead. I wonder what did the lady say on the other end of the phone. You say Lansing is a city in Michigan. Oh, all right. Lansing is the capital of Michigan. And don't they be like helping out women? The county be helping out women, so I get Said Lansing is the state capital. Got it. Appreciate y'all. I ain't know. I thought, hell, I was probably thinking about something else, but I'm corrected. Here we go.
2 days after CPS ordered that Cass be returned to his mother, Flint police would be called to this apartment complex where Cass was found in his bed, covered in injuries and not breathing.
People of the state of Michigan versus...
That's his mama. Shout out to the OG. That baby got her real. Shout her out. That's what's up.
De'Ara Wellens.
His mother and her boyfriend Dion Johnson.
And Dion looked confused inside the court, like, which way do I go? Yeah.
Would be charged with his murder. Hours before his death, according to court testimony, a CPS caseworker reported visiting Cass's home and checking on him.
What injuries did you observe?
I observed bruising to both sides of his face and also bruising to the right rib cage.
I don't think nobody for him to be hurt, especially my daughter. That's totally out of character for her.
He don't think. Now, so it's his daughter's baby, and the woman who, this ain't making no sense. The woman who was sitting next to him, that's her niece. And if that's her niece, then his daughter is her sister? But she don't look old enough to be, well, I don't know.
That's totally...
Hold
on.
Bruising to both sides of his face and also bruising to the right rib cage.
I don't think nobody meant for him to be hurt, especially my daughter. That's totally out of character for her.
You say because she is an aunt. Yeah, so you is an auntie because you got a sister and or a brother, right? Unless it's not, it can't be. It's not sounding right. Because him and the woman who he's sitting next to, they look up to be about the same age. The woman who he's sitting next to says that that's her niece. He just called the mother his daughter. So he and Brenda's siblings. Okay, all right, bam. Okay, so the woman who he's sitting next to, I guess it's Brenda, right? They brothers and sisters. But why did she call the young boy her niece? I guess that'd be like her second niece or something like that right there? Or her god niece or something? What hell? Her god nephew or her second nephew, because his daughter is her niece. The baby have to be her second nephew or something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think nobody meant for him to be hurt, especially my daughter. That's totally out of character for her.
You said that this crazy bitch who just walked in the thing didn't meant for that child to be hurt. It's outside of her character. Okay, bam. She is a great aunt. Thank you. I knew it had to be something like this. Shit ain't adding up, but damn it, I couldn't think about it. I'm glad that y'all was here to help play out. I don't believe that anybody intended to hurt her, especially my daughter. Baby got bruises and shit that has been on his body for a very long time. You don't think that now? Oh, he had got the horseplay story. Got it.
And also bruising to the right rib cage.
I don't think nobody meant for him to be hurt, especially my daughter. That's totally out of character for her.
And again, he don't want to put the onus on his damn daughter. You don't want to put the onus on your daughter after you have watched your grandson be tortured and or abused. Let's just say abused.
Cass suffered multiple fractured ribs and contusions on multiple organs. His death was ruled a homicide caused by blunt force injuries of the abdomen.
Black eyes and shit, right?
Both his mother and her boyfriend have pleaded not guilty.
An agency that we entrust to help us to protect our children failed to do their job. You've done a lot of these stories, and at what
I have too. I've done a lot of these stories.
point does someone stand up and say, enough is enough?
Citing privacy laws, the Department of Health and Human Services declined to tell us how CPS decided it was safe to return Cass home, but said they are deeply committed to ensuring the health and safety of all children and will work with law enforcement to...
Say that there again, pimp. Hold on. Shout out to amazing photos for the $10 cash out. Say happy SED Friday. I appreciate that right there. Player, say that little piece one more again about CPS.
How CPS decided it was safe to return Cass home, but said they are deeply committed to ensuring the health and safety of all children.
Deeply committed to the health and safety of all children. They deeply committed. Deeply committed. So you deeply committed. You give a child back to his mammy after evidence of abuse. Wow. We committed, though.
And will work with law enforcement to ensure all responsible parties are held accountable. It would not.
You wouldn't have to worry about all responsible parties being held accountable after a death. You should have held all responsible parties accountable before the death.
Tell us the status of the CPS employees involved in this case.
CPS employees need to be fired. Hell, they need to be arrested. We got to start arresting people, y'all.
Attorneys for Tierra Wellens and Dion Johnson maintain their client's innocence, and they say they look forward to their days in court.
Do y'all even understand that because of so many times, DCF and CPS, they all children and family. Child Protective Services and Children and Family in the great state of Florida. But look. We're not arresting these people. We're not holding them accountable. This is why they be dropping the ball. Do y'all understand that if in all of the staff meetings and all of the meetings before they start working, and or if it was on the board down there at the building, you drop the ball, you go to prison. You don't do your job and something happens to one of these children, you go to prison. I guarantee y'all, not now female, not now mother on this planet will get a second chance with their children. I'm just saying. Because women would not put their lives on the line for another woman. Nope. They will really follow the rules and regulations. They will make these good mothers really go through programs and all this fly shit to get their children back. That's really what they would do. They will make them jump through hoops to get their mamas back. To get their children back. Hold up. It's not that I won't. I just haven't seen it. Let me stroll back up real quick. Say cocaine kills. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. It's damn it. It's such a good essential product, but it do kill. It really do kill. They say no balls would be dropped. I'm trying to tell y'all though, man. Again, this is one of them not holding a person accountable. Speaking of children, got one for you. Similar to what we had done did yesterday and talked about it yesterday. This is the fourth one. This week. No. Wait, 1, 2, 3. This may be the fifth story of this subject this week alone. Just in this week. Take you on down there to Dade County again. We have a teacher who is accused of having unlawful sex with a student.
And new at noon, a safety alert after a Doral teacher has been arrested.
He's accused of having unlawful sexual activity with a student in the classroom. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live outside the school in Doral.
He hunching on the job.
I know you have more on these really disturbing details, Christina.
In case y'all don't know about Doral is an upper echelon community. They got paper up there. They got paper. Yeah.
That teacher now facing several felonies. Take a look. This is the J.C. Bermuda's Doral Senior High School teacher. Police say another educator caught engaged in unlawful sexual activity with a 17-year-old student in his classroom yesterday afternoon.
He banging in the classroom. Shout out to the student.
28-year-old Edian Villar is now facing several charges, multiple counts, to include unlawful sexual activity with a specified minor, child abuse with no great bodily harm, and contributing to the delinquency of a child. The victim telling investigators the teacher treated her special, showed her attention. In a statement, Miami
teacher treated her special, showed that baby attention, gave her some good grades. Yeah.
Dade County Public Schools tells us it is disturbed by the unsettling allegations made against this individual. Upon learning about this suspected behavior, Miami-Dade Schools police immediately began their investigation and subsequently made an arrest. This type of behavior will not be tolerated as it runs contrary to the professional conduct we expect from all employees. The district has initiated employment termination proceedings and will ensure the individual is precluded from seeking future employment with the district.
This will not be tolerated. After they was caught having sex, it will not be tolerated. We do not condone or none of that fly shit after getting caught smashing.
And at last check, that teacher is expected to appear before a bond court judge later this afternoon. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez.
Got to be more careful. But hey, I wonder what you said to her. She found you attractive. She found them attractive. Now you have to think, there's so many girls in school who have self-esteem issues. A lot of them is not getting the attention that they would wish that they got, like the other students would get. And then if you give that person attention, whether you is an adult and or another student, she going. I learned that back in my school days. You find the ones who the majority of the players, they really not checking for. Like, ain't nobody hollering at this bitch. Like, she ain't the finest shit. She a foe. She a foe. If she did a little something with the way that she dressed, but she really can't control that because she don't buy her clothes. But if we could just change up her clothes just a little bit, she could move up like a 6. You know what I'm saying? But when the players ain't really checking for her, and you got a player like me who checking for all. Like a lot of players, they didn't holler at the students who worked inside of the library looking chicks. A lot of y'all stayed away from the library looking chicks. Not me. And the amazing thing was, have y'all seen a lot of chicks who looked like squares and shit, like they was inside the library, and after y'all got out of school and went to clubbing and stuff, and then y'all saw her in the club, you like, God, that, like, I ain't no shot was bad like that. Yeah. I found out early. I found out early about them ones who had on the long dresses and the glasses and shit. Mama them like in the church and stuff like that, they really ain't Fashion Nova type bras. You know what I'm saying? And they carry their books by themselves like that right there. Oh man, a player like me will walk right on up. Girl, give me the goddamn books. Girl, where the hell you going? Willie, you so crazy. Oh my God, Willie. And everybody like, Willie with that little ugly ass bitch. Yeah. And what? Call her ugly again. Call her ugly again. In a week we smash. I'm just trying to tell you something. He said them glasses are sexy. Yes. Them glasses was sexy to me back then. A lot of players didn't see them glasses as sexy. I saw what was behind the glasses, what was in the heart. I saw what was in the heart of that baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all. So even when I be trying to tell y'all these doggone stories and tell y'all that y'all's got to stop trying to get the 9s and the dimes. Try them 4s and 5s. But I'm trying to tell you something. It is less work, and you get a whole bunch of practice, you know, and really have a friend to the end. You don't do that baby dirty. You don't lie to that baby. You keep it 100, you know. And 20, 30 years later, she's still willing and able. You know what I'm saying? If she's single, of course, you know, because she was a good girl. Just saying something. I'm trying to help. You say, will it be in love every payday for real, though? Just saying. Moving right along. What do we got going on? Got to be more careful. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it. I did say that I had it. I say that I had it. Y'all out here cutting the fool. y'all out here cutting the food. Then we got a flash mob. We got a flash mob out here. They out here borrowing from stores. And people sick of them. People are sick of you people who ain't working for a living, who ain't got their money, or who ain't got some money to where y'all ain't got to do this type of stuff right here. But they say shoplifters is targeted. 51 stores. Shoplifters in Houston have hit the Lululemon stores 51 times in 6 months.
Surging everywhere, but one premium athleisure wear brand is getting hit especially hard right here in the Houston area. Tonight, Lululemon customers are calling out the company for not doing more to stop repeat thieves in their neighborhoods.
They're just walking out with garbage bags.
Investigates Amy Davis exposes the frightening trend from the store to your social media feed.
Seriously, get out! Bold, brazen thieves targeting Lululemon stores all over Houston, and customers have had enough.
For an employee to tell us it doesn't last that long, they're not violent, just hang out for a minute. Normalize.
Wait, what? So they rob, and then the person inside the store say, oh, no, chill. They just grabbing a few things. It don't even much last long. You can buy what you're trying to get.
Not violent, just hang out for a minute. Normalizing that is just insanity to me.
I mean, why? Jess Schindler says she was trapped in this Heights store in February when 5 men barged inside.
Somebody got knocked over that was right in their pathway, and they had these large trash bags, and they were just shoveling as much merchandise as possible.
They're called Lulu Boosters, selling stolen goods on social media. From these stores to your Facebook feed, the organized retail theft is easy to track.
Is that putting a strain on resources for HPD?
Yes, ma'am. It's a lot of calls for service.
Check it out. In just 6 months at the Heights store, the Rice Village, and the City Center Lululemon locations, flash mob shoplifters struck 51 times. On January 4th, thieves stole 210 pairs of leggings worth $21,000.
Whoa, slow me down. 200 Is that them skinny jeans? Is that them skinny jeans? Or is that, damn it, that is the female leggings, and they gonna sell them on Facebook, and you players gonna buy them on Facebook. These leggings is for these little boys. Oh, damn it, it's for these little men out here. You fellas is wearing more leggings than the females.
From the Rice Village location, 1 hour later, a group took $18,000 worth of clothes from the City Center store. And reports show on January 18th, thieves returned to the Heights location 3 times, at 1:02 p.m., again at 3:12, and a third time at 4:10. More than 10
on the same day? I don't believe it. Hell no. That's an inside job. Hold on. At the 713 Heights store.
$1,000 worth of clothes from the City Center store. And reports show on January 18th, thieves returned to the Heights location 3 times, at 1:02 p.m.,
1:02,
again at 3:12,
2 hours later,
and a third time at 4:10.
3:12, 4:10, less than an hour? So is they not calling the police or nothing?
A more than $10,000 day for thieves who simply walked out.
Do you think there's something Lululemon could be doing to prevent these crimes?
Yeah, having some damn security, a police officer security.
From what we've seen at other department stores is they have some form of security, either inside the store or outside the store.
Lululemon doesn't really have that.
Not that I've seen, no.
Have you asked why?
I have, but I have not gotten an answer yet.
Say all these yoga pants and ain't nobody exercising. Facts.
We reached out to Lululemon. A spokesperson sent us this statement that explained the company does use on-site security in some stores across the country, and that they are continually assessing and updating their security measures.
Why is everybody that works here so calm about this? It's like they're they've acclimated to this environment.
And HPD officer Mike Medina says the shoplifters he's arrested with the stolen Lulu clothing are acclimating too.
They have said in the past that they're just going to get out and do the same thing.
Facts. That's why they doing the same thing. That's why these stores keep getting hit. I was just finna say, why don't, like the first time we hold them for 6 months?
Like Deja Williams,
or a year.
Medina arrested her at the Heights store with more than $23,000 of stolen leggings. 5 days later, police arrested her at the City Center location, this time with more than $8,000 of looted Lululemon. Williams was extradited back to Mississippi, where investigators say she was a fugitive, charged with organized retail theft there.
These criminals have learned that
That baby done hit them for over $30,000. She out.
there's little to zero consequences, right?
7 days after we started asking Lululemon headquarters what they're doing to deter these crimes at Houston stores, we noticed they did hire a full-time security for the Heights store. One guard stays overnight when the store is closed, and another is here in this location when the store is open. We're going to keep track and let you know if the Lulu boosts and heists decrease after this. I'm Amy Davis, KPRC 2 News.
Amy.
They ought to have their ass whooped. Now, I do believe, are these stores individually owned? Are they franchised? Let me see. Does Lululemon stores franchise? No, Lululemon does not offer franchises for their retail stores. So they're not franchised. So it's just one CEO, huh? The CEO need to be released, let go out here in these streets. You ain't got it together and y'all losing thousands like this right here. When did Lululemon start? Because I'm just not hearing about Lululemon like in the past year. When did the retail store Lululemon start? Or open, which I should have said. They first started in 2000. That is crazy. Oh, the first retail standalone store opened November 2000 in Vancouver, British Columbia, and Canada. Oh, the company was founded in 1998. Initially operating as a design and yoga studio. Oh, so that's why y'all was saying like them. Look, them yoga pants, and ain't nobody working out. That's what's up. Got to be more careful. Boy. Y'all is just some real fools out here. But, hey, the streets got to eat. The streets got to eat. Don't give a damn about your feelings. Streets going to eat. Now, we got Buddy out the way. All right, we did that one. Got that out the way. We still got that one. We still got Buddy. Then what time is it? It's 26 past the hour? Hell, we got somebody. We go on and get Lulu them out the way. But we can go here. We can go out here to Memphis. Where I think a player had done lost his life, but they finna say something. That just, only a good mother can get one of these types of, nope, let me go and take that back. Scratch that. I tried to say something. I wasn't even much ready. We have, they say that a player had big dreams. He had big dreams of becoming something out here in these streets. We have the family of a teen who was killed near a South Memphis high school. The family member speaks out. Y'all just not coming on in. We're also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show, Rumble, and Twitter, The Willie Williams Show. Y'all come on around now. Give a player a thumbs up. Support is a verb out here, or a verb is support. It's one of them right there. Now, y'all pay attention to this right here.
Fox 13 News. I would like to see them bring the killers to justice. I'm reaching out to them. You know you did wrong. Just turn yourself in.
Go ahead.
A family's plea, first at 9 tonight. The family of 18-year-old Darius Wadley, a young man shot outside of Booker T. Washington High School, wants answers. Wadley was one of 2 teens shot and killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. Police have arrested 1 person, but they're still searching for 3 others tonight. Only on Fox 13. Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman is live at the North Main Precinct after talking with Wadley's family. Rosalind, what do they have to say tonight?
Yeah, Darcy and Daryl, Darius Wadley would have celebrated his birthday on the 23rd of May. He was a senior at Booker T. Washington High School, a football standout, and a traveling barber working to support his family, but his dreams were cut short in a moment of violence. Today, his uncle opened up to Fox 13, not just about who Darius was, but the life he lived.
Yeah, I called Darius that morning and I told him that, your cousins need their haircut for the weekend. And he said, okay, Uncle Sam, I have my things with me. You can come and pick me up early and I'll be already there.
That was the last conversation Sam Murphy had with his nephew, Darius Wadley. But to him, Darius was more than just a barber. He was a protector, a provider in the making, and a young man determined to lift his family out of poverty.
Protector and a provider in the making. Provider in the make. How do you become a provider in the maker? In the making? How will we do that?
He's always concerned about his mom. He said he would be the boy of the family to get his mom out of poverty and put her in a place where she deserves to be.
Stop. If you is one who got to get your mom out of poverty, your mom is a failure. Can we just keep it 100? A child should not be trying to get his mama and or daddy out of poverty. You is a failure as a mother. But he loved his mama though. I promise you that.
Out of poverty and put her in a place where she deserves to be.
Put her in the place to where she deserved to be. She deserved to be in poverty. If you ain't got it together yet, you got a high schooler. You ain't got it together yet. You at least had 15 to 17 years to get it together. You still in poverty. You's a failure. Can we just keep it 100?
He was a soon-to-be father, a football player, a teenager who his family says brought joy everywhere he went.
Darius was a very exuberant, enthusiastic young man.
His uncle speaks of him really, really, like his uncle was really, really proud of him. And I guess that's a good thing. They said, I got to back it up, because he said that he trying to get his mama out of poverty. The worst thing and the number one thing that would have stopped him from getting his mama out of poverty is him becoming a father at such a young age. Players, I know that a lot of y'all is in poverty. And if you're trying to get your mama out of poverty, having a child makes it real difficult for you to get yourself out of poverty, yet alone get your mama them out of poverty.
Deserves to be.
He was a soon-to-be father, a football player, a teenager who his family says brought joy everywhere he went.
Darius was a very exuberant, enthusiastic young man. He was full of life. He was life of the party.
Watley's family told Fox 13 a recruiter was set to meet with him the very day he was gunned down. That future is now a memory. Their grief is turning into a call for action.
I think that it's ludicrous. I mean, something needs to be done. Children are killing each other, losing their lives. We need to be strict on gun laws to keep these guns out of kids' hands.
Police have arrested one of 4 suspects involved in the shooting.
Y'all know that we already strict on gun laws. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $1 cash app. Say provider in the making equals grooming him. So is you saying that he was a son husband? Yeah. You say I agree, Willie. He speaks highly of him and he smiled. Yes he do. He really appreciate his nephew. That's what's up, though. You know what I'm saying? He say he's going legit. He's not selling drugs. He's cutting hair. I like that, and I commend you. I commend you. Invest in your own set. Yes. Invest in yourself. Stop selling that stuff out here in these streets. You say Uncle taking meat, Willie. That what he sound like. But that's Unc. You know what I'm saying? Unc had done got a little old and shit. I'm finna be who I am, you know?
Guns out of kids' hands.
Police have arrested one of 4 suspects involved in the shooting, 18-year-old Valdemar Patterson. Police are looking for more suspects that may have been involved in the shooting.
One of the main fears is retaliation, because if they're still on the streets, if they kill once, they'll kill again.
Facts.
And that's the biggest fear.
It's facts for y'all who be wanting them to have second chances.
Now, coming up tonight at 10, his family is also demanding lawmakers to take urgent actions to keep guns out of kids' hands. Why they say if nothing changes, more families will suffer the same fate.
Stop. Let's go to the community. What is the community demanding again?
Up tonight at 10, his family is also demanding lawmakers to take urgent actions to keep guns out of kids' hands.
Urgent actions. What actions do y'all think that lawmakers can take to keep guns out of kids' hands? I just want y'all to just write in the comment section. What actions do y'all believe that lawmakers can make to keep guns out of kids' hands? Say it ain't so. Now listen. Now my head is everywhere. Hold on. You say, Willie, they don't see themselves in poverty. You got a point right there. See, because they still able to have Jordans and all that fly shit right there, able to get their Michael Kors bags and they little lace fronts and shit like that. They can get outfits, you know. They can stunt, they can get a little car, a little whip, still be able to go out, go to the movies or something like that right there. They don't believe that they is in poverty. And it's crazy because a lot of times, us as children, we don't know that we is in poverty until we see something else. Or until we get out of poverty and able to look back and be like, damn, we was in poverty. You know what I'm saying? You say his uncle is his auntie. Take the parents to jail. That's a good idea though. You say, okay, I'm gonna say it. Smell like a GoFundMe.
Why they say if nothing changes, more families will suffer the same fate. Daryl.
Fox 13's Roz.
I don't think that they gotta GoFundMe, but what we can do, we could try to pull up the article. And see if there's a GoFundMe down here. Which if it is, they should have said, shut the front door. I'm glad that you had done said something. Sometimes I be out here slipping. But God damn it, if you want to help out the family in memory of Darius Wadley. They need 9 stacks. They got 895 raised already. Shout out to you, Way, for the $2 cash shot. It say hard to grow when you a child trying to be a man. That's a good one right there. That's really, really good. That's facts right there. Shout out to you, Way, for the $2 cash app again. They say these thugs need to be taken off earth. That's another fact. We got to stop it. Well, they young and look at where they learned it from. And damn it, we have not been able to get them in the program to change their life around. Because their life would be changed around if we able to get them into a program and show them like a different light. Why they out here killing. That's what's up. Real, real cute. My name is Sam Murphy, the uncle of Darius. I'm a senior at Booker T. Washington High School. My nephew was a very enthusiastic and exuberant young man. He was the life of any party. He loved life and people. If you needed a shirt, he would give you his shirt off his back. He was a ray of sunshine with everyone had came in contact with. He was expecting his first child, a baby girl. He would have been one of the best father a child would have ever had. He lost his life to senseless gun violence. We're asking for your generosity and support. Thanking you in advance. Bessie Wadley, mom. Bessie Wadley, I guess that's the mom name. Got it. He would have been the best father. And you may be right. The sad part is he would have been a father in poverty. He would have did what I think the majority of us has done and had children before we should have had children before we even had plans on having children, had children while we was in poverty. Again, a lot of times we don't think that we're in poverty until we get out of poverty and look back. Just because you can pay your bills and have a few extra dollars and shit like that right there to blow off, don't mean that you're not in poverty. Just saying. But if y'all would like to help out, family, going around there to go fund me in the memory of Darius out here in these streets. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Sad story, sad story. Now, I didn't know that this right here was going on down south. I did not know it. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm able to. What was this? What was that? Wait, hold on, man. Nope, that don't make sense. Nah, I'm gonna do that right there when I get out. That is hilarious. That's really, really hilarious. But anyway, let me go on and jump right back on to this right here. I got to speak of something. I'm going back to Dade County real quick. I didn't know that this right here was a thing. Maybe this is going on like in y'all cities or something out here in these streets. Don't know. Maybe. I didn't know that people was charging people to make appointments at the DMV. I didn't know that you had to pay people for an appointment at the driver's license office. I guess only in Florida. Florida legislature approved bill making it illegal to sell DMV appointments. Why would we have to make it illegal? I thought that it would just be illegal to sell an appointment to the DMV. Have y'all ever heard anything like this before? Y'all like, we have to go through, what? Probably about 500 to 1,200 page legislation to say you don't charge people for a DMV appointment. I never heard this before.
We have shown you those long lines and persistent problems at Miami-Dade's DMV offices, but if you try to book an appointment in Broward County, chances are you've probably hit a wall there too.
That's right. So this midday, the Broward County tax collector is now telling the public help is on the way.
Shanae Amara joins us live from the DMV office in Pembroke Pines. It will soon be under the leadership of the tax collector. Shanae, tell us more.
Hey, Roxy Constance. Yeah, that's right. So her office is actually getting ready to take over all of the DMV services throughout Broward County. And when I spoke with the tax collector, she said her #1 target is cracking down on those scalpers selling DMV appointments. So today is actually an appointment-only day at all the DMV locations throughout the county. So that's why when you look behind me, it's not hectic. You're not seeing long lines. Everybody here has an appointment. But the big question is, did they book the appointments themselves? So that has really been the problem throughout the county, just how hard it is to book appointments in a timely manner, because this specific location, I've been around here on a Friday night. I've seen people camping out overnight just trying to get in here on a Saturday morning. When
you have to camp out overnight to go to the DMV, I've never heard of this.
they take walk-ins. So while
something wrong,
the tax collector won't take over DMV services until summer of 2026, she is backing a proposal in Broward County as the county looks to shut down.
So we have a problem right now, but her office is not supposed to take up changes is not going to take effect until 2026. What?
Services until summer of 2026.
Until next summer. This summer ain't even got here. Y'all.
She is backing a proposal in Broward County as the county looks to shut down on what is called reservation scalping. That's basically when people sell or resell DMV appointments for a profit. It's in the draft.
So why don't we just fire those people who have been charging people for appointments?
Stages right now, but the plan is to ensure that those caught selling DMV appointments are penalized, and a first offense could cost those bad actors $250 and then $500 each offense after that.
A lot of things you have to go to your own county to do. You can't go to another county and get certain things done.
Make a significant difference.
Like Broward, you can't go to Dade County to get certain things done. Nah. They're going to tell you to go on back to your county.
And appointments being readily available to residents of Broward County. Appointment scalping is unconscionable, and we will not let these opportunities continue to take advantage of our residents.
She said that we are not going to allow this to continue. Your office don't take effect until next summer, and the shit happening now. Why we can't move fast? I don't be understanding why we can't move fast. And why we cannot fire the people who is charging people for these damn appointments. That's illegal.
But again, scalping is actually just a fraction of the problems she says are plaguing DMV services. She also told us that roughly 25% of DMV users are not even from Broward County, straining already limited space. We're going to share more on her plans to...
Not even from Broward County, which is which some things you can get done. Some things, not all things you can get done, and you're not from that county. He said, thank you, Willie. He say it can only be in your county. Yes. For certain things, it's in your county. I can't take y'all serious out here. Now you say that she have an accent, say, well, where's her papers at? She sound like one of our Haitian sisters. Broward County is, I think it's filled with a lot of our Haitian brothers and sisters. Like Dade County is filled with a lot of our Cuban brothers and sisters, which there's still a lot of Haitian brothers and sisters in Dade County also. But Broward County is real heavy with a Haitian population.
Overcome the issues, because really what she wants to see is lines like this, things that are calm, things that are moving, flowing. We're going to share that coming up in our evening newscast. We're now reporting live at a DMV office in Pembroke Pines. Trina Amara, NBC.
You say, no, Willie, the citizens is selling appointments, not the workers. What citizens? Who? Oh, so you saying like people on the streets is selling appointments to other people on the streets? And unless you saying that the seller already have a appointment and now they're selling the appointment to somebody else? I thought that it was the workers. I don't know. This is repulsive. I think that's the word I was supposed to use. That make no damn sense out here in these streets. I've been holding on to this one right here. I don't even much know why, but now I have the opportunity to go ahead on and talk about it. I haven't even heard the whole thing, but I say, well, what the hell? Because I spoke about these folk a few years ago, I think it was, and I'm talking about turkey leg hunt. Turkey leg huts. Turkey leg hut owner done sold drugs out of the restaurant. Yeah. Oh my God, we just can't get right. Turkeys have come home to roost, as they say. The FBI, says that the former turkey leg hut owner done sold that good out of the restaurant. Or maybe he was selling that good while he was selling plates. That makes sense. Go ahead.
Bombshell claims in the federal arson case against the former Turkey Leg Hut co-owner. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Serrano.
And I'm Lisa.
They messed up a good ad business.
Hernandez. Right now, a judge is deciding whether to keep Lynn Price in custody after prosecutors shared concerns that he threatened a witness or potential jurors. KPRC 2's Bryce Newberry live in the newsroom after hours in the courtroom this morning. Bryce.
Yeah, Lisa and Andy, for the former Turkey Leg Hut owner, federal prosecutors say the turkeys have come home to roost. They say for years, Lynn Price has tried to keep his hands clean of crimes, paying off others to do the dirty work, and they want to keep him in custody. During a more than 2-hour hearing, an FBI agent testified that Price paid $1,400 to have his ex-business partner's bar, 5015, blown up nearly 5 years ago. Yep. This is surveillance video from that early morning in June of 2020 when masked men poured gasoline all over the patio before that fire that then caused an explosion and destroyed the building. An indictment unsealed last week alleges that Lynn Price orchestrated this plan. The owner of that bar allegedly told FBI agents he initially planned to bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. The owner allegedly turned down a box of cash Lynn Price brought him to be part of the ownership team. And then when Bar 5015 started selling crawfish, apparently using the Turkey Leg Hut supplier, the owner said Lynn Price called screaming and hollering and threatened to blow the place up.
This chat, I'm finna sell these crawfish, but I'm finna use your connect to go ahead on and sell these crawfish. I'm gonna blow that shit up. Damn it, I tried to be a part of your doggone business, and you gonna turn down this box of cash? You gonna turn down this cash that's under the table? Shout out to Deborah for the $2 super chat. Say I saw that story in the news here in Houston yesterday. This is wild.
So in the past, Lynn Price went to federal prison on tax fraud related charges. Once he got out on supervised release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity, including paying a co-defendant in this arson case to steal vehicles and heavy machinery. The FBI agent testified under oath that same co-defendant admitted to bringing truckloads of hydro marijuana from California that would be stored at the Turkey Leg Hut and then got sold at the restaurant in custom branded packaging. Prosecutors allege Lynn Price got the proceeds and gave some of the money to that co-defendant. And while he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically, Price's attorney argues he is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after natural disasters.
Mr. Lyndall Price deserves a bond for various reasons. One, being that he's not a danger to the community. You heard multiple testimony as it relates to his community involvement, the things that he does for the community. But more importantly, the co-defendants that are on his indictment have all been given a bond. So we're just asking for equity and asking for a bond similar to the other people on his indictment.
The federal judge ended this hearing by saying there's a lot to think about and she's going to chew on it. We don't yet know when she'll make a decision about keeping Lynn Price in custody.
And Bryce, we understand Lynn Price is accused of another arson in this current indictment. What did you find out about that?
Yeah, Andy, in April of 2020, prosecutors say he paid a co-defendant to steal a 1975 Chevy Nova because Lynn Price wanted the engine out of it. But once they took that truck to the mechanic, they found out it had been stolen from a police officer who owned it. It was then found burned near railroad tracks and a retention pond. Now, around both of these alleged arsons,
well, my kinfolk had a 75 Nova. Ooh, old beige Nova.
Prosecutors say call records show the two men were in touch.
And Bryce, we know you sat in court throughout the morning. What was Price's demeanor like in court today, and what do we know about what happens next?
Lisa, Lynn Price was still handcuffed and shackled. He was wearing an olive green jumpsuit. He had many people there to support him and seemed hopeful at the beginning of this hearing. He would
always support the criminals, don't it? He always support the criminals, boy.
Was nodding at them as they came in, but then as the hearing went on, he seemed to keep his head down. And then at times when some of these new allegations came out and were discussed, he would appear to react and shake his head. He was then taken back into custody while we await this judge's decision.
That doggone shame. Player making horrible ass decisions out here. You mean you done hired somebody to burn up the old little drink spot? Got to be more well to burn it down. Burn that bit down there. They don't want me part of the business. I'ma burn it down then. You want to sell crawfish? I'ma burn it down then. You don't want to accept this box of cash? I'ma burn it down then. Yeah, he tried to muscle his way round into the business allegedly. Shit ain't been working out for you, pimp. So your decision making is horrible. Your decision making is horrible. I don't know what somebody had done told you, but you need to stop making decisions. Let the find you a little la-la and let your little la-la make these types of decisions. Just saying. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back, man. Y'all have made it to the end of the nightly news round here in the doggone street. Y'all, we only got a 224 thumbs up. I don't know why. I think it should have been higher. I think we should have had way more people in here. Y'all, we going live tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow at noon, 12 o'clock. That's tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow. Y'all, please remember, subscribe to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel. I want to go live on the 7 channel also. I don't know what time I'm going to go live on the 7 channel tomorrow also, but I am going live on this channel tomorrow at noon. No, I hope y'all understand. No, maybe sort of. Hold on, let me. because of what I should have been had this right here ready to go, but I'm slacking. Let me see if I got that there, right there, ready. Yeah. He said, tell somebody about tomorrow and get them numbers up. Yes. Y'all got to get the numbers up. Got to get the numbers up. Bam. Got it. Today is SED Friday. Y'all make sure that y'all can get yourselves on out there, explore, enjoy, do the things that you really want to do at least one day out the week. If you ain't doing what you want to do, you not living. You is just alive. You just alive. I did tell y'all, for y'all good people who had not seen it, but I do have this.
Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with Pleasant Candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
Yeah, baby. Y'all
Transform
please
your
go around there to pleasantcandles.com. Get y'all's in. Players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. If y'all have not watched the standalone videos that I put up on this channel, also, y'all need to go ahead on and watch them. It's Friday, baby. It's the weekend. Get y'all watch on. Make sure that you share. Subscribe. Y'all hit the bell, too. Please hit the bell. Thank y'all for being around here on Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to see y'all mañana now. I done already told y'all now. Yes, so y'all can't say, you really ain't even say nothing. Willie ain't telling you going to learn more dick. Yes, I did. You just wasn't listening loud enough. That's all. Y'all have a good one.